Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, it looks like Amber Guyger is back at it again. She's back at it again. She is the woman who killed, or should I say murdered, Botham Shimjon as he sat in his own apartment. Now she is asking that the court would toss out the murder conviction. Apparently she can't take it anymore in prison, and so she believes that she should be set free. Get rid of this murder conviction. I need to be home. Now, she had a very fair trial. Of course, you have those who believes that she didn't have a fair trial. As I read through the comments, so far the majority of people of all races believes that she should just serve out her time and stop whining. But of course, there are the few who says, well, if she didn't mean to do it, she shouldn't be in prison. She should be sent home. She should be allowed to go home because it was a mistake. What these people don't understand is you can't keep mistakenly killing people and thinking that each person who mistakenly kills someone should just go home free. Now, we're not talking about an automobile accident. We're not talking about someone tripping over your shoe or something like that. What we are talking about here is someone who walks into another person's gun and another person's home and pulls a trigger. That is a far cry different than a real accidental death. You can't call an accidental death if you entered into someone's apartment, or in the case of the woman who said she thought she was drawing her taser. You can't say that it was a mistake, so I should be allowed to go home. What kind of thinking is that? Because let me tell you right now, we all know that if there is any so-called black person out there who has mistakenly killed someone because they thought they pulled a taser or because they entered into the wrong house or apartment. Can you imagine this? Let's take the cop off the table, and I'm going to make a point here, okay? Just say a black person enters into the wrong apartment and they believe it's theirs, and the person sitting there on the couch is white, and they take out a gun and shoot this person and kill him. Now, they're not a cop, though. Do you think that that black person could go to jail and ask for the system to let them go because it was a mistake? Now, the reason why I took cop off the table is because I want you to understand something. Just because you're a cop doesn't mean that you have a legal right to make mistakes and kill someone. It's ridiculous to think that just because she's a cop, that it was a mistake. She didn't mean it. So whether you're a person who is just a average citizen or you're a cop, if you make that kind of mistake, you deserve to pay the time, to do the time. Unfortunately, society has been made to believe that if someone is a cop and they do something, that the cop shouldn't have to be punished for their crime. That is what many people have come to believe because of thoughts that have actions. I'm going to say not even thoughts, but actions. They've literally made it to where if it's a cop who does something, they don't have to worry about too much. But if a citizen does the exact same thing with the exact same circumstances, you have a lot to worry about. So that mindset of thinking that your status should clear you is ridiculous. It's there, though. I remember the one rich kid who the judge actually said this, and it just tripped a lot of people out, that because he's from an affluent family, he's not going to survive in prison. Oh my goodness. So you can commit a crime, take someone's life, and because they believe that you're too rich to deal with the consequences, or you wouldn't survive in prison. Who the heck wants to survive in prison? Why does someone's status and money or wealth give them a special consideration of whether or not they should spend time in prison, or whether or not we should just put them in a country club and lock them up for 20 years in a country club so that they can at least have access to their rich and wealthy lifestyle? I mean, come on, have pity on him. He's rich, right? I mean, that seems like the thinking that exists here in the world. It is. No one can deny it. We've all seen it played out many times. So it is there. But Amber Guyger needs to get over herself, deal with what she has done. She killed Botham Shem-John. And yes, his brother did give her the love lock with that hug that he decided to embrace her with. I mean, he hugged her so tight, I thought they were about to get married or something. Just because you got that hug from the young man's brother, I'm sorry. That doesn't mean that you need to go home and be able to just lay your head down quietly. Like I said, this wasn't a car accident where someone lost their life in a car accident, okay? This was nothing like that. This was a woman who walked into someone's apartment with a loaded weapon. Furniture wasn't even situated the same. You pointed your gun, you pulled the trigger, you took his life, you do the time. That's the way it works. Of course, again, there are those who think that Amber Guyger should be able to go home, but no, Amber Guyger, first of all, I don't believe the time that she received was enough. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. But here, the judge has ruled, the court has ruled. She should stay there. I'm sorry. She shouldn't be allowed to just go home because she wants to. Regardless to whether or not she puts on the Becky tears or the waterworks. She should sit right where she is, just like everybody else. Because we all know Shaquita and Brenda would have to sit right there. Okay, so Amber, you need to sit right there too. What are your thoughts in the comment section? I'm done with this story. Should Amber Guyger be allowed to be set free because she put on the waterworks? Or should she sit there just like Brenda and Shaquita? In the comment section below, tell me your thoughts. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, share and like this video. And with that, I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel. And also, comment, share, like, and subscribe.